Hello, everyone. Welcome to another edition of the Talking Fantasy Baseball podcast. I'm your host, Erik Henriksen, and with me today, once again, it's the Stars, it's the Stripes, it's the Spangled Banners, it's Josh and Anthony. How you guys doing?
Doing good. Melting on the East Coast.
Yeah, it's just a little hot. This
little hot.
weather is reminiscent of heat waves in Los Angeles when I used to live out there. And also yesterday felt like Las Vegas in the summertime here on the East Coast. It was
real.
atrocious. Happy July 4th. Happy 250th to America. Yeah. You guys got any big plans for the weekend, for the holiday?
Letting the kid run rampant in the water. Gonna just chill out. Maybe I might go outside and do some grilling, maybe. See how I feel, but it's too hot. I don't want to come.
Do you guys think like 4th of July is like a young person's holiday?
Yes.
Like, I feel like the older I get, the more responsibilities I have, the less celebratory I feel. Not that I'm not patriotic, but especially now with like pets and stuff, and like a very firework friendly part of the country, it's a little stressful.
It's ridiculous, honestly. Like how late it goes, the fireworks. Like, guys, let the town do it. Some of the people be going.
But the towns like last night, like it was like 9 o'clock, and it was just like boom. It was like this barrage of fireworks, and I was like, wait, what's going? Like, is it just like everyone is going crazy? And then my wife looked up, and it's like, oh, the town, like some town over is having fireworks randomly on Thursday, and then we like looked at the schedule, and it's like, oh, there's fireworks every night.
Oh God,
leading. Through the 4th. So
I'll be honest with you, I never thought about the fireworks until we had my son and he was a baby, and I was like,
yeah.
Then I really paid attention to it, like, wow, it's his bedtime and this loud. Like,
yeah, right.
Yeah, the town over us had fireworks last night too, and I could hear the music. I took the dog out to pee, before going to bed, and I heard the music from the fireworks. It was ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous. Speaking of fireworks, we're going to talk about today some players that have set off fireworks in the first half here. We're going to talk about our MVP hitters and our MVP pitchers for the first half, and then we're going to look ahead to the following week. As a reminder, we release a brand new episode every Saturday at 12 p.m. Eastern, so be sure to subscribe so you never miss it. We're available on more podcast platforms than ever before, including all the major ones: Apple Podcasts, YouTube, Spotify, Amazon Music, iHeartRadio, and of course, Spreaker. Don't forget, we have video on YouTube now as well, so you'll be able to see our beautiful made-for-radio faces for every show on our YouTube channel, Talking Fantasy Baseball. Please subscribe and leave us a 5-star rating, like a thumbs up, a kind review. It goes a long way in helping us out. And if you have a question, leave a comment on the YouTube video, and we'll be sure to answer it right here on the pod. Anthony, we did get a question for you specifically. What was with the logo on your hat last week?
Whoa. I forgot what it was.
It was the art. It said art with a little red triangle above.
Oh, just respect to art. All that brand, which I have to name, it's actually representative of all art, visual, written, like authors and things like that. Like they have a whole mission statement. I'll post. I like to say I post a link. Post a link, but yeah, like it's just a respect to any kind of artist that's like creative and then kind of tell stories.
Cool. Maybe next week I'll also wear a hat, and then we could be the three amigos with the hats.
Right.
I gotta just remember to wear one. Anyway, when we come back, it's going to be our MVP hitters from the first half. We've got a little bit of a shorter show for you today. Bear with us. It's the holidays. We don't want to take up a lot of your time listening to us. Go out and enjoy, but don't burn. So we'll be right back. Stay tuned. Welcome back to the Talking Fantasy Baseball podcast, July 4th edition, 2026. Although we are recording this on Friday, July 3rd. That's Anthony. That's Josh. I'm Erik. I've tried to figure out which way I should be pointing on the screen last week, and I'm just going to do this because I can't be wrong. One of them's right. So, guys, this is our MVP hitter of the first half on all of our teams. Who are you selecting as your MVP hitter so far? Let's start with you, Anthony.
Okay, so I'm going to go with our 10 team. I'm not going to go to one we shared just because it's a little easier to have.
We got another
players.
Injury today, by the way.
Oh,
I got
we can't help it. We can't. Every time I see going to the IO, I just know it's that league.
Yeah, right.
We should have done an IR sympathy show.
We're gonna need one eventually.
I think we missed our chance when we had 12 on IL. You had 11. We spoke about it.
It's creeping up again.
Yeah.
Look, I'm gonna say this. And my team has underperformed. We've been speaking about it for weeks. I no need to go over it. I could choose Robert with Jr., but I won't. I will say that it's been, for my team, Bryce Harper.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I took Bryce in the second round. Now, granted, it's a keeper league, so for the most part, like, all the best players are taken or kept in a certain point.
Yeah, that's more of like a 7th round pick.
Right, exactly. And I was a little concerned because I chose him over Matt Olson. And I was concerned, like, oh, okay, like I did this because I wanted a little more batting average floor. And honestly, he's been carrying me. He's been consistent, which is what I really want. Like I think you mentioned this last week. I don't want players in general who hits 10 home runs in a month, and the end of the season they get 30. You're like, oh, great, yeah, but that was 10 one month, 10 one month, or 12 one month, and then they just scatter like some around. I wanted something that's been consistent. And honestly, for me, lead my team in runs, RBIs, home runs, average, or OPS. So he's been really carrying me while Judge's been hurt. Kyle Tucker's been inconsistent. Merrill's been, So I definitely think it's Bryce Harper.
Yeah, Bryce Harper's had a fantastic start to the season, just to spite Dave Dombrowski. So you gotta love it. And I think what he's doing is entirely sustainable as well. Going into the second half. Josh, over to you. Who is your MVP pick for hitters in the first half?
God, it's so. I feel like I've got a couple of names swimming around in my head, so I might name 3 since it's a holiday and I'm feeling generous. So yeah, I think in our 12 teamer, I have Miguel Vargas, who's been very nice. And then in another league, a keeper, Junior Caminero, has really turned things on lately. I think.
Don't undersell it. He has been nuclear.
So that's been a keeper actually that's really turned it up. But I think kind of in the same spirit as Miguel Vargas, my MVP just kind of like. Undrafted is Jordan Walker. He was just on nobody's radar. Dead to rights. Just a failed top prospect, and he really came in swinging. I know it's been kind of a ride, but you just really can't argue with the production that you've gotten from somebody who. I presume most people just picked off the wire and have plugged into your rosters. Actually, it was funny. I was I think making an ad drop in the 12 team league, and he's garnered the cannot drop.
Wow, he made it.
Feature by Yahoo. Yeah.
He made it. No, Jordan Walker, of course, is extremely valuable. I believe we talked about him last week and how basically if you have him, you've profited just so well.
Yeah.
Even regardless of what he does rest of season, I do think he will maintain it. He's just been great. He's just been fantastic. All right. My pick for my hitter MVP of the first half. Okay, so I too have Jordan Walker in a couple places. I was thinking, okay, maybe I pick James Wood because he's just been otherworldly, carrying the Nationals to like the #1 offense in baseball, which is bonkers to say. But and then I thought, okay, well, maybe Sal Stewart, Mr. Mario, but he's had a couple swoons. He's coming out of one right now, though, looking good again. But I'm actually going to take somebody who I think was wildly undervalued during draft season, and I'm going to take Byron Buxton as my hitting MVP of the first half. I mean, 25 homers. I know he's just 43 RBIs, but 25 homers, and he's played fewer games than most guys on the homer leaderboard list. He's missing his 4th game in a row now with a hip impingement, whatever that means. I tried to explore that with Carson on the Shallows, and neither one of us were like, what does that mean?
Soderstrom, didn't he just go on the IL with a hip impingement?
Yes, Soder just went onto the IL last week or earlier this week with a hip impingement. So maybe Buxton hits the IL too, but look, he's just been so good when he's on the field. His OPS is 898, so just about 900, 270 batting average, especially after the start he got off to. There has been a couple weeks where he seems to homer every other day.
Yeah.
Buxton's just been incredible, especially with where you were able to grab him in drafts. Like in this keeper league, I got him in the 5th round, which is really like the 10th round. It's the same league that Anthony was talking about where he drafted Bryce Harper in round 2. So that's pretty incredible value for a guy who's been a top, 15, 20 player all season. So love me some Byron Buxton. Okay. Those are our MVPs for the first half. We have Bryce Harper, Jordan Walker, and Byron Buxton. When we come back, it will be our MVP pitchers of the first half. So those are the hitters.
Quick pick.
Oh.
Quick pick for the second half.
Oh, that's right. Oh, yeah. I wrote it in the start here. I'm only looking at the top. You're right. Okay. Thank you, Anthony. All right. So, but actually, before we come back, I'm going to shoot it over to you, Ant, and then Josh, and then I will go for our quick picks for MVP hitters of the second half. Guys who we think are going to be maybe more valuable than the 3 guys that we had just mentioned, or bounce back, or just something that,
spicy.
They'll be our hitting MVPs of the second half. Anthony, who you got?
His name shouldn't be on this list, but he's been so poor in the first half. Kyle Tucker. I think Kyle's going to come up for me big the second half of the season and just be normal, and it'll look like it's like a great MVP pick because he's so good, and I'm hopeful. He's been doing well for me recently, the last couple of weeks, so I think he's getting into form.
I think in the last 2 games he's been on base 8 times. I think he went 4 for 4 yesterday, and then he walked 4 times on Wednesday. So right. I think it's starting. So great pick there, Josh. Who are you taking as your second half MVP?
Again, I'm going to be generous. I'm going to give you 2. I think Fernando Tatis Jr. He's regressing in a big way, and I think he's going to be back in the second round pick discussion for next season. And then second, I think Mr. Pirate, Connor Griffin, is going to dazzle in the second half with speed and power.
Oh, man. All right. I'm going to take Cal Raleigh.
Also, folks, buy low on all of these. Like, now is your chance. Like,
now is your chance. Yeah, these are basically
go to the managers, make trades, get them now.
Yes.
This is the window.
Okay, so actually, I just said Cal Raleigh, but I'm going to change my mind. Ronald Acuna.
Hey.
Because all he has to do is stay on the field. Okay?
That's it.
Easier said than done.
That's your assignment.
Just don't get hurt, and you will be the second half MVP without a doubt. All right, so to recap that for me one more time, because I don't have it written down here. Anthony, who did you pick?
Kyle Tucker.
Kyle Tucker. Josh, I know you had 2. Tatis and
Connor Griffin.
Connor Griffin. I love the Connor Griffin pick. I would not be surprised if Connor Griffin is the number 1 shortstop in fantasy rest of season. And my pick is going to be Ronald Acuna, with Cal Raleigh being a distant second. And if that happens, I will make the playoffs in that league. All right. When we come back, it's going to be our MVP pitchers of the first half. And then also, I'm not going to forget, we're going to do our quick picks. So stay tuned. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the Talking Fantasy Baseball podcast. That's Josh. That's Anthony. I'm Erik. Again, I don't know which way I got to remember because it mirrors it and it just confuses me.
You should just point straight at the camera.
That's what I try to do. I don't know if my finger ever gets high enough into the frame, but that's what I try to do. Josh, Anthony. Yeah, see? It goes out. All right. Anyway, these are our MVP pitchers for the first half. Josh, we're going to start with you on this one. Who is your MVP pitcher of the first half?
Ooh, it's hard to choose between. I got two again. I'm just, I would say it's kind of a toss, but I'm leaning one. Braxton Ashcraft and Kyle Harrison. I think I'm going to lean Harrison, but both have been money. Both, again, just undrafted. I think Ashcraft came into the season with more some sleeper appeal.
Yes.
I think he performed pretty well last season, but Harrison, kind of a forgotten piece, and I think he was cast off by the Red Sox.
Yes.
And he ended up with the Brewers, and he's just been ace-like. I know he's kind of had some rough patches recently, but nothing really to freak out about. And yeah, he's just been money, and excited to see what he keeps doing.
Absolutely. Those are two great picks. Anthony, over to you. Who is your MVP pitcher of the first half?
I was going to pick Parker Messick because that's one I've been using, but I'm not. I'm going to pick Zach Wheeler. Ooh. Because Zach Wheeler, even though he has 20 less innings than Messick, has 3 more quality starts for me, which it was hard to come by with Messick because he wasn't going that deep. They kept pulling him out. Still, like 2.36 ERA, 9.4 WHIP, 9.45 K per 9. Been a chef's kiss. So definitely Zach Wheeler. I also have Skeens. Obviously, I always had a lot of injury issues. Skeens. I have Crochet, Logan Henderson, but Zach Wheeler has been the most consistent one throughout so far, even though he started late.
I think Skeens might be masking an injury.
I think so.
From what I've heard.
Yeah.
RPMs were way down on his fastball, or
yes, on the fastball. Yeah.
Apparently, that's an indicator of injury. But we'll see.
Sell. No, he's a keeper league. Can't sell him.
How about just take the time, sir, and get the time.
Come back, take a little rest. All-star break.
They make it so difficult.
All right, so my pick for MVP pitchers of the first half, I'm going to give you 2. I'm going to give you a reliever, and I'm going to give you a starter. Let's start with the reliever. Funny enough. Louis Varland. I mean, this guy has just been on the money. Louis Varland has just been fantastic. ERA under 1, 12.5 K per 9, WHIP under 1, 17 saves, didn't even start the season as the closer. Okay.
You're right on that.
64 strikeouts and 46 innings so far for Louis Varland. He's just, and I said this on the Shallows in our relief pitcher preview. I said, I love that Louis Varland in the playoffs literally just said, here, hit it. You can't. And that's what he's kept up doing this year. And you know what? For starting pitchers, I'm going to do the same thing. It's another pitcher who just says, here, hit it. You can't. Until the last outing was Cam Schlittler.
Yeah.
Okay. Cam Schlittler, I think, has been an MVP pitcher for the first half. 8th ranked player on Yahoo, 123 strikeouts in 104 innings, 2.08 ERA, 0.96 WHIP, 10 quality starts. He's just been absolute money, and quite honestly, a savior for the Yankees rotation.
I'm a little shocked by this. This pick.
Okay.
I mean, I think this is a very homer pick, but there's somebody else on your roster that somebody else had, and you. You weaseled them out of it.
I didn't weasel anything. I just picked them up.
So maybe you're being a little sheepish here. But
okay.
I kind of think somebody else might deserve the crown. Oh, the
Maximus Meyer.
No. I would say Bryce is nice. Miller.
Oh yeah. Okay, so that was my other choice, Bryce Miller.
I mean, I think he might be Schlittler,
Okay, so I'm a little worried. I'm a little worried about Bryce Miller because his velocity has been trending in the wrong direction.
Small. You heard it here, folks.
Small word.
Also, like the 3
everyone else is anointing him like top 5 SP.
Yeah, the 3 quality starts have been good for him, but like just look at what Cam has done on his team. He has.
No. Hey, look, they're both great. I'm just saying, you got one of them. Well, one of them you got in the trade, and one of them you got from
free agency.
JD still feel it. He feels it. Feels the drops.
Oh man, I'm brute forcing SPs in that.
Seriously.
It's fine. It's fine.
I mean, do not care about ERA.
Sometimes you just gotta
roll that dice.
Do what you gotta do, man. All right, quick picks for pitchers in the second half being the MVP. Josh, over to you.
Geez, I would say I'm liking some of the Tampa Bay. I'm curious to see where some of the Tampa Bay pitchers how they're going to perform in the second half. Griffin Jacks, Ian Seymour. I think they're doing some interesting stuff. I'm not sure that they're going to be ace-like, but I'm curious to see if they're going to be more of like guys that you can kind of just rely on, that are going to give you decent stats, and that can be kind of fixtures to kind of like fill out your lineup. So I'm curious about guys like that.
Cool. Anthony, over to you.
Hunter Green.
Yeah.
Clean. Just Hunter Green. I'll be waiting for him to come back. Comes back tomorrow. So yeah, I think that's going to be the one for me.
Awesome pick there. Yeah, hard to argue against that one being wrong. That one most likely going to be correct there. Not the highest Vegas odds on that one. Okay, I'm saying all these things to buy time for myself. Okay, so my selection for MVP pitcher of the second half, let's go with Yuri Perez. He's looked really good since coming off the IL, was good in his last couple starts before going on the injured list. I understand, the walks were up in the last outing. They weren't, okay? They put him back out there for the last inning, and I believe it was in Coors. Let's not overreact to that. 5 1/3, 8 strikeouts, okay? He's looked really good since, let's say, end of May, okay? I'm going to take Yuri Perez. And then if you were twisting my arm, I'd also say Logan Henderson is probably going to be pretty good in the second half if Milwaukee just lets him go.
Let him go.
Let him be.
Let him go. Please.
You guys,
please.
Undoubtedly good. I'm a little concerned because it's like, what is Milwaukee not telling us?
Maybe they're just babying him.
What do they know that we? I don't know about that.
I know.
But the problem is, like, and I know some of CBS when he first got when Woodruff got hurt, and he came up, was like every time he's played, he's produced. It hasn't it's been proof. Like let him fail.
But it's like why are they holding him back? I'm also a little like concerned about like they have so many guys that it's like, are they gonna like get funny with innings? And
they could.
Yeah.
They could.
I mean, they're already funny with innings with him. I mean, I know.
Goes
5. He only goes 5. That's it.
Look, I'm not saying he's bad. I'm just saying it's just like the circumstances around him to me feel a little mercurial.
Fair. It's fair. It's a little bit riskier than the other names we said, especially riskier than Hunter Green.
All right.
Well, actually, I mean, considering his injury history, maybe not. But no, some really great picks there for MVP pitchers of the second half and for the first. When we come back, it's what we're looking forward to in the next week. So stay tuned. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the Talking Fantasy Baseball podcast. This is what we're looking forward to next week. Anthony, let's start with you. What are you looking forward to?
I mean, I don't want to double dip on this, but I mean, the Hunter Green of it all is the
True.
point. Like,
I need
him
pitcher.
so bad. Yeah, I need him so bad in my rotation. I have 5 pitchers right now. I've been going super light, and like with him coming back, this could give me so much potential. So I'm looking forward to seeing what he looks like. Obviously, he looked good in minors, but we know how that works. Kyle looks great when he was hurt. When he was hurt in minors, he came back. He's like, "Oh, let me do what I've been doing." So
yeah,
let's see what he does. Excited.
All right, Josh, over to you. What are you looking forward to?
Oh God, I'm looking forward in our 10-teamer. I'm looking forward to getting some more pickups on Monday so I can figure out my RP situation and untangle that knot.
8 relief pitchers is now struggling on the
so
relief
I guess
situation.
I don't know. whoever the Giants are rolling out, or
oh God,
the Twins. I don't know, but yeah.
I like what Frank says on the CBS Sports
right.
Baseball
They'll
today.
never have a.
This team, insert team, doesn't have a closer, and they never will ever again. Shout out to Frank's.
I don't know. I think probably what I'm going to end up doing is taking future shots on trade. What do you call it? Trade deadline movers that might become closers.
Worth doing. That's how I picked up Louis Varland because I saw Jeff Hoffman was terrible. So
I think,
you never know.
I think that might be the way forward.
Yeah.
Get ahead of that.
I am looking forward to replying to this trade offer that I got in the middle of the show. It includes one Louis Varland, my Louis Varland, for Christian Walker.
Dude, that guy is
talking fancy baseball podcast. We'll see you guys next week. That's ridiculous.
That guy's obsessed with closers.
Yeah, that is, and he doesn't draft him, which is hilarious. So that is a straight up decline. I need a first baseman, but not that one. So,
whoa, dude.
No, thank you. So I will have the
Christian Walker day-to-day on his bench.
Yeah, day-to-day on his bench. No, thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, is that like a conversation starter?
No, it's not.
Like a nibbler.
No, I asked him about another player on his roster, and that's what he came to me with. And that was not the player that I was asking. No, Louis Varland for Christian Walker will never happen, ever.
No way.
Also, that manager has the Miz. Free the Miz, because he will never get away from it.
I know. Oh, my God, free the Miz. Did he throw 106 the other day?
I see 104. I didn't see 106.
I thought 105 at least. So.
Yeah, I saw 105 and a half. I don't know. I thought I heard 106, but it could have just been the bots trolling me on the socials. All right, guys. Well, we're going to wrap it up right there. Short, sweet, to the point episode today. Just in time for July 4th. Enjoy your weekends. I hope you stay cool if you're on the East Coast. Well, really anywhere in America, it's like roasting right now. So stay cool.
Dome.
Yeah, we'll be back next week with a brand new episode. To make sure you don't miss it, or any episode for that matter, please subscribe. We're available wherever you get your podcasts. Oh, also just want to give a quick shout out. Happy birthday to my uncle. Today is his birthday. So, yeah.
Nice.
That's Josh. And that's Anthony. And I'm Erik saying